Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Chris here, and today we are going to be looking at something a little different. We're adding something to this channel. I always want to try to add and expand the channel. It's a kind of a guy's channel, so it's like kind of incorporates to the Whiskey Cigars and Bond Instagram page that I have, so it kind of melds all that together. And the reason why I kind of started this whole YouTube channel to begin with is kind of more of a guy's lifestyle kind of channel. It kind of melded into a lot of whiskey and cigar stuff, which is great because I've got a lot of that. There's going to be tons more. Like there's every week we're going to be doing like whiskey, cigars, and that kind of stuff as well. So don't worry about that. But there's more stuff that I want to bring into it. You know, like fountain pens and watches. We've got knives. We did a car thing. So we're going to do more of those cars, some more traveling, some more tours. Ray and I, we went to see this amazing Judas Priest tribute band the other night with my good friend Jay Singbell there in it. He's one of the guitarists. He played KK Downing from Judas Priest, and the band's called Metal Gods. You gotta check them out. Like, holy crap, are they ever good? And they do tour. And they did a big show last year, a couple of years ago, with another tribute band who tours quite extensively, and they're called the Iron Maidens, and they're an all-female tribute band to Iron Maiden, and Metal Gods did a show with them. And Jay, who, like I said, plays KK Downing, he is also in an Iron Maiden tribute band. It used to be called Maiden Manitoba, but now it's called Icarus. So if you guys are ever in the city, or if they're ever like touring around, you gotta check them out. They're absolutely freaking incredible. Like, holy crap, are these guys ever good? Like, really, really, really good. But so there's gonna be a whole bunch of that kind of stuff kind of coming out. You know, more guy stuff. You know, more guy oriented things that I'm interested in, and maybe you guys are as well. And one of the things that I'm really interested in, and one of the things that I've been interested in for a very, very, very long time, since I was a kid. I was probably collecting and wearing it, you know, at the age of like 14 or 15 years old, and that's fragrances, colognes. I don't know. I'm kind of a firm believer, you know, in like same kind of thing with watches. You need to have more than one watch, you know, for how you're dressing, where you're going, how you're feeling. Same with whiskeys and stuff. You know, you need to have more than one whiskey. You know, like you can't be stuck pigeonholed on one thing. Same with cigars, suits, clothing, different sunglasses. Like I like to have a variety and choices, and then that is exactly the same thing with cologne. So I don't necessarily have a signature scent. I know some guys do. I don't, because I like to change things up quite a bit. Sometimes I'll have a completely different scent on from the morning, and the scent will be completely different come the evening, because I'm going out someplace different, or I'm wearing something different, or I'm in a different mood, or whatever. There's different times of the year that you would be wearing something. Like summertime, you know, you want something a little more fresh, citrusy, maybe ocean kind of smells, you know, beachy kind of smells. Whereas the wintertime now, you want more musky, spicy, cinnamon, peppery types of scents and stuff, and that kind of just all kind of depends on even where you're going and what you're doing. The only time I never wear a scent, because I'm always wearing a cologne at some sort. The only time I never ever wear a scent is one, when I was flying as a pilot, because I was respectful to my flight crew and my co-pilot that I would fly with, because, you know, what if they just didn't like the smell of it, right? Or what if they just didn't like, you know, they had allergies and whatever, you know, and you're in a very confined space in the cockpit of an airplane. So I didn't do that. Some of the guys I would fly with, though, they're big time smokers, and they would, you know, come back and God, they smell like cigarettes and stuff like that. But I didn't care. It was whatever. So I never really wore scents there. But when we would go out in the evening, I certainly would. So I would have it with me in the bag, my overnight bag, and then I would give myself a little spray before we go out. And some of the flight attendants were like, "Oh my God, you smell so good," or my co-pilot like, "Wow, you smell really great." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks a lot." You know, it's you know, but I would tell them I don't wear it to work. And the other times I never wear it is when I'm out either on a whiskey tasting or a wine tasting. And you go to some of these whiskey and wine tasting stuff, and you got guys and girls that show up, and they are just like they've bathed in their cologne and their perfumes, but you can't smell the whiskey or the wine or the rum that you're trying to sample, because so much of that experience comes from the scent. And if all you're smelling is bad, it could even be really good cologne, it could be good perfume, but if that's all you're smelling, you're not smelling what you're there to smell and experience and taste is the whiskey and the wine. So those are three of the times that I really don't wear scents, but most of the time, like I'd say almost all the time, I always do. So, and today, this just came in today, and this is a very inexpensive scent, but it's a very good scent. I've never worn it before, but I've heard a lot of really great things about it. So I thought, the heck with it, I'm going to get it. And it was so cheap. I got it on Amazon. It's called Cremo, and it is the Spice and Black Vanilla. And it is, from what I understand and heard, and I have smelt it in the past because I was at Shoppers Drug Mart the other day, and I just like going out and looking and smelling different things. And when the new colognes come out, I always look for samples, or always look for different scents and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll bring them home to my wife to smell, and then she'll like, yeah, that sounds really good, or oh my god, that's terrible, don't get that. So she buys me quite a bit as well, but I really love getting the samples. Man, the samples are just awesome. But this is very similar to Spicebomb Extreme, apparently. I haven't smelt this yet, but this is just what I've heard, and I really kind of like the Spicebomb Extreme. So it's a very musky, spicy, cinnamony kind of smell to it, like a little bit of bourbon, tobacco notes to it. So so this one here is supposed to be really, really, really good. It is selling like crazy online, and really kind of a popular cologne. So I thought, well, why the hell not get into it? And so let's do that. We'll open it up here with this awesome knife. Another knife, awesome knife here from Delta 7 Gear, my good buddy Alexander Forsyth. If you've ever seen any of my videos, you definitely know this knife very, very, very well. We've become very intimate with it. I have, because I've cut myself 4 times with it, and not wanting to do it a 5th time. But it is the Lynx from Delta 7 Gear and Alexander Forsyth. He has got really great deals on right now with these knives. This is the Kira and other stuff that he has. He's a super great guy, great Canadian helicopter pilot. And these knives are really, really, really cool. So let's just open this up. I'm going to open this up off camera because it's small and kind of close quarters kind of thing. I just don't want to cut myself with it. So there we go. So this is the box here. It's very unassuming, very kind of plain looking, but that's okay, because you're not spending all of your money on packaging. You're spending the money on what's inside, and that's what really, really kind of matters. So but Cremo was established in 2017, and oh my goodness, I'm not going to spray it here because I am right amongst all this awesome whiskey here, so I do not want to get anything here within the corks and stuff, so I'm not going to be spraying it here, but I will spray it off camera. I will, probably go into my office or upstairs or somewhere, and then I will report in on that. But I definitely do not want to spray it here because I don't want to bugger anything up. But yeah, just a really kind of a plain looking bottle, plastic cap here. Does it twist off or just pop off? Oh, it just pops off. So there we go. It's got an atomizer here to it. It's 100 milliliters. It's an eau de toilette, an EDT. And but I kind of like this label here. It reminds me a lot of the more the high end French designer looks to it. So it's not like bam in your face kind of thing. It's very, very, very subtle. Just kind of like a lot of these French designers and makers are. So it's really kind of a cool looking unassuming bottle, which is kind of what I like. So Let me see here. I'm gonna get my humidor here. I'll pop it right on top of here so we can kind of see this as we talk about it. So, yeah, the top notes. Oh my goodness, it smells good. And I haven't even sprayed it. I could just smell it. Is it? Oh, it's the box. Yeah, I don't even need to spray it. It's well, I will. I'm gonna go upstairs or in my office or whatever. I'll give it a spray, kind of a wave around. But this, I'm not sure how long it's been like that. But man, does that ever smell good? The top notes on this particular cologne here is cardamom, and if you don't know what cardamom is, it's they have different groupings of scents and notes and stuff like that. So the very top note on this particular cologne is, like I said, cardamom, and it belongs to the group spices. And cardamom, you're gonna get like sweet aromatics, kind of a little bit of spicy note, and a little bit of a spicy aftertaste to it. So that's going to be your top note on that. So you get a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweetness. The next one is cashmere wood, and that grouping comes from the grouping of woods and mosses, and it's more of a synthetic material, but it's very musky component to it. It's very popular in a lot of these high-end designer colognes and perfumes. So you're going to get some musky notes to it, maybe a little bit of earthy notes, some woody notes to it as well. So that's the mid note, and the base notes to it is bourbon vanilla, which group it comes from the spices. And you're gonna be that again is a more of a synthetic note, but you're gonna get a lot of like lanolin. It's sweet. You're gonna get that kind of that, wintry, cozy bond, in front of the fire, fireplace and stuff at night. That mom's making fresh baked cookies as they're coming out of the oven, and you're sitting there having hot chocolate in front of the fireplace. It's kind of those notes to it, and you're gonna get a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of refinement, a lot of maybe some oriental spices to that note here with the bourbon vanilla, and a little bit of musk to it as well. So it's quite a complex note. You're gonna get some of that toasted burnt brown sugar to it. But it comes, a lot of these really high-end designers will use that note. And the last of the base note is the vetiver, which is the grouping comes from woods and mosses. And you're going to get a lot of earthy, woody, green notes to it. And vetiver is it can be, when they just put vetiver out there, you don't know exactly where it comes from, because vetiver is kind of a global thing. So depending on where you get it from, like if you get it, say, from the Haitian vetiver, it's really clean and ethereal. Whereas if you get the Javanese vetiver, it's really kind of smoky and dusty. Whereas this one here that we've got in this one, it's more earthy, woody, green notes to it. So that is kind of what you're going to get with this type of spray. It's going to be musky, spicy, kind of that wintry, cozy, baked cookies, wood notes to it. So it's definitely more of a winter. I mean, you could probably wear it anytime, but you could. This is the kind of cologne that I would wear in the wintertime. So I probably would not wear that in the summer, but I guess you can wear it anytime that you like. The good thing about this is it's very affordable. It's not crazy expensive at all. You can get it on Amazon for really cheap. It's got a really great vanilla scent, from what I can smell here in this box. Like, it's very clean smelling. Very, very, very clean smelling, and very. You can definitely smell the vanilla in it, but like almost like a Tide Pod vanilla, but not like the detergent type of vanilla. Like, it's a really, really nice smell. It's definitely a lot of, like, you can smell a lot of the wood in it. It's got, if it's just sitting here in the box like that, I mean, the projection on this has got to be pretty good. The longevity has got to be pretty good on it. I can, I can see both. Like, this is more of a, a cologne for guys and stuff, but I can see both genders easily, quite easily wearing this. The downside of this though is, like with anything, like I was saying with my flight crew, in close quarters, maybe some people may not like the smell of that. I on the other hand, I really, really, really like this. Really, really, really like this. And it's kind of like, let me go and get my. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go and get my Spicebomb Extreme little sample. I don't have like a. It's just on this little sample strip, but I'm gonna go smell that next to this. I'm gonna actually go and spray this guy down on a little sample, and I am going to be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, I am back. So this is my smoke bomb scent here, and this is this crema, vanilla and black spice to it. Sorry, yeah, spice and black vanilla. Boy, there's a lot of similarities here between the two of them. Like a lot. There is a lot of vanilla, lots of cinnamon, some tobacco, a little bit of cigar box to it. Sweet, some sweetness. Like, yeah, that vanilla sweetness, but a lot of that, like I was saying, I don't know if it's suggestion, but it's like, it smells like, in the mid notes there, maybe even down, kind of even below that, is my mom's homemade baking of her cookies. But like the ginger snap cookies, or the ginger spice cookies that she makes, they're really soft and gooey, and they got brown sugar and cinnamon in it. You can smell that right at the very back end of it. Holy cow, is that ever nice. I don't want to get it too close to my humidor. I don't want to influence the cigars in there. Boy, is that ever good. Holy smokes. And for the price that I paid for this, that is insane. I would 100% highly, highly, highly recommend this crema cologne, the spice and black vanilla. It is really, really, really nice. Yeah, a lot of really, there's some bourbon and some winter spices to it as well. Boy. And I could definitely see the similarities between this and the Smoke Bomb Extreme. It's really, really good. By Smoke Bomb Extreme is, I can't stop smelling this. Is made by Viktor and Rolf, and they've got, in their sense, that I could smell, there's like vanilla and tobacco and cinnamon and some bourbon and some saffron. So they're both very wintry spiced, spicy seasonal type of smells to it. There's definitely longevity to these as well, because this Smoke Bomb Extreme, I've had it for like 2 days when I was over at the at my Shoppers Drug Mart there, and this one here I just sprayed, and boy, they smell a lot alike. So yeah, there's definitely that. You're definitely going to get a lot of compliments wearing this, for sure. Definitely there's some longevity, there's projection to it, a lot of vanilla, and for sure you can, like, girls can totally rock this cologne quite easily. Like this would go, definitely a unisex for sure. So with the Cremo, I mean, it's got vanilla, winter spices. It's very aromatic, woody. There's some powder to it, and then the Spicebomb is very vanilla. There's tobacco. It's sweet. It's warm scents to it. There's cinnamon and tobacco. So there's there's a lot going on with that, and very similar scents. So the Spicebomb Extreme is way more expensive than this. This is a fraction of the price, and you're getting almost, I would say almost, the same experience. But this is really good, and for the price that you pay for this is crazy. If you're down in the States, you probably get this for like 15 or 18 bucks. Here in Canada, you're looking at anywhere between $30 to $50 for a bottle of this. This is the 100 ml. Just kind of depending on the sale. I think I paid like $27 for it on the Black Friday sale, or one of those day only kind of thing, or you had a few hours to buy it on Amazon. I think it was $27 and free shipping. So super cheap, really inexpensive. And I'm not sure what the Spicebomb Extreme went for, but it wasn't $27. So it wasn't even 50 or 60 bucks. So if you can, even if this is the regular price at like say 50 bucks or whatever, this is definitely worth it. But boy, is that ever nice. And easy for unisex to wear this. I wasn't 100% sure, but smelling it now, totally 100%. And it brings back a lot of childhood memories just smelling this, like, when I was a little kid, my mom, like I said, baking and those homemade cookies. It smells very, I wouldn't say Christmassy, but it smells wintry, warm, kind of, you're sitting by the open fire, you're having hot chocolate, homemade cookies. It's got some really nice scents to it. But also, dad's bourbon sitting beside you, maybe some tobacco notes to it. Boy, is that ever nice. Yeah, that's a really good scent. I'm totally going to be rocking that. Probably starting now, because it's we just got our very first snowfall like 2 days ago. So we've got a little bit of snow on the ground now, and it's a little cool out. So I think this will go really, really, really good. So highly recommend this. If you can find it, grab it. For sure. If you can get it on sale, even grab it even more. But yeah, that is the Cremo Spice and Black Vanilla, 100 milliliter, and it is an eau de toilette, so in EDT, and at, like I said, 100 milliliters. So really, really, really good price on that. And I would definitely recommend it. I'm really, really, really happy with this cologne. So I've got probably 40 or 50 different colognes in my collection. So it's not crazy. I mean, it's a lot to, I guess, normal people who don't really necessarily wear a lot of cologne, but for people who do enjoy colognes, it's really kind of not a lot. I would say that's probably an average amount that if cologne wearers, like normal cologne wearers would wear. And it's not stuff that I've bought like just this year or whatever. This is like, I've got stuff back from from like 1990. I've got the Karl Lagerfeld photo still, which is like super hard to find, and I think he's going for about $300 to $400 US right now. So I've got quite a bit of that left. So I mean, you're not going to be going through a lot of this anytime soon, but it sure is nice to have. I know there's guys out there. There's a couple guys that I know that have got 400 or 500 bottles. I know there's guys online that I watch that have got like 600 to 1,000 bottles. They're real frag heads, so. But it's super cool, and it's interesting watching them, and it helps, make decisions as well. So, of what you may want to buy. And that's how I kind of found this one here. I forget who I was watching, but they were talking about this, and I thought, boy, does that ever sound good. So I thought, well, I'll take a look at that. Did some research and background on it, and I ended up thought, well, that sounds really good. And they said, well, it smells a lot like Spicebomb. So that's why I went out and smelled Spicebomb the other day, and then kept my little sample strip there. And yeah, I could definitely confirm 100% it smells a lot like Spicebomb Extreme. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. There's going to be lots more to this. Like I said, I've got probably about another 40 or 50 bottles to go to review for you guys, and maybe that might help, make up, some decisions for you if you're something that you're maybe interested in purchasing at some other time. And I'm not 100% sure if you want to make the buy on that. cologne. So yeah, but please like and subscribe. Share this with anyone that you may have some value in. I may have maybe doing some giveaways. I probably will, because I know I have a couple extra of these, not this particular cologne, but I do have some doubles of cologne that I bought that were really, really, really good deal. And so I might do some of those kind of giveaways for you all, if it's something you guys are interested in. And yeah, certainly don't mind sharing. If there's, I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can open this one up here to get samples out to send little sample vials, but if we can do that too, I would certainly be into that as well. But anyway, yeah, there's going to be a lot more going on with this kind of stuff. We're just kind of getting into the cologne now, so let me know if this is something you guys are interested in, if you guys want to see a little bit more of it. Maybe send me some of your colognes and what you kind of like as well. I'm always interested in that, because like I said, I found this from watching a YouTuber, and it sounded really, really, really good, and I just came in today, so I was really, really quite happy with that. So yeah, we'll talk to you real soon. Really appreciate you guys watching. For a chance to win this and anything else that I might be giving away on my channel or on my Instagram, because I just gave away 12 cigars on my Instagram to actually the first girl to win anything on my giveaway. So and that's called Whiskey Cigars and Bonds. So go over there, give me a follow on that, like my stuff there, and so you have chances to win stuff that will be exclusively for Instagram. And like and follow me, subscribe and like my channel here for chances to win anything else, and kind of keep up with what's going on. Ring the bell if you want to get instant notifications of what's happening. And I do have a Patreon channel that I'll be doing some exclusive only, and maybe some old giveaway only for Patreon people as well. So if you want to support that, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate that. Everything that comes into this channel goes right back out to you guys. So if we can get extra stuff, or I can get swag from any of the distributors or any other businesses and stuff, I'll make sure that you guys get that as well. So I'm always definitely in like to share and certainly promote other businesses as well. So yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you like that. This is our first of many of our cologne and fragrances, and maybe we'll do a little tour of maybe some fragrance shops or whatever, and then see what I'm kind of up to into getting into and stuff. So thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. Have yourself a really, really, really great day. Take care. Bye-bye.